TVC News. President Vladimir Putin has sealed his control over Russia for 6 more years, with a landslide in an election that followed the harshest crackdown on the opposition and free speech since Soviet times. Reactions from the international community swiftly followed the announcement, and there's more in this report.
While the result was never in doubt, Russians attempted to defy the inevitable outcome, heeding a call to protest Putin's repression at home and his war in Ukraine by showing up at polling stations at noon on Sunday. Among those heeding the call was Navalny's widow, Yulia Navalnaya, who spent more than 5 hours in the line at the Russian embassy in Berlin. Meanwhile, supporters of Navalny streamed to his grave in Moscow, some bringing ballots with his name written on them. Putin brushed off the effectiveness of the apparent protest and rejected Western criticism of the vote as he tried to turn the tables on the West, charging that the 4 criminal cases against U.S. Republican candidate Donald Trump were a use of judiciary for political aims and describing denigrating democracy in the U.S. as a catastrophe. With nearly all the precincts counted on Monday, election officials said Putin had secured a record number of votes. As early results came in, the Russian leader hailed them as an indication of trust and hope in him. Western leaders have denounced the election as a sham, while President Volodymyr Zelensky particularly criticized voting in Ukrainian areas that Russia has illegally annexed, saying everything Russia does on the occupied territory of Ukraine is a crime. France's foreign ministry said the conditions for a free, pluralist and democratic election were not met, while paying tribute to the courage of many Russian citizens who peacefully showed their opposition. China's President Xi Jinping and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un quickly congratulated Putin, along with some Central and South African leaders and presidents of nations that have historic and close current ties to Russia. Voting took place over 3 days at polling stations across the vast country in illegally annexed regions of Ukraine and online. Several people were arrested, including in Moscow and St. Petersburg, after they tried to start fires or set off explosives at polling stations, while others were detained for throwing grain, antiseptic or ink into ballot boxes. Putin has led Russia as president or prime minister since December 1999, a tenure marked by international military aggression and an increasing intolerance for dissent.
I'm joined now by a lecturer of politics and international